Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is we're going to solve systems of linear equations in two variables by elimination. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So this is already part 2 of our video class, the part 1 of our video. We actually answer this one class, numbers 1 to 4, and then we explain this one class is step by step. So if you want to learn more about the part 1 class, I will just put the link on the description down below. You need to see the part 1 class because we explain the following steps in solving systems of linear equation by elimination. So feel free to see the video class. I will just put the link on the description down below. So in today's video class, we'll be answering numbers 5 to 8. And this will be quite tricky class for number 8 because the value of x and then the value of y, it will be a fraction. So we will be explaining this one class step by step. Alright, so let's start with example number 5. So let me just erase number 6, number 7, and then number 8. So let's start with example number 5 class. Alright, so let's start with example number 5. Our given, we have x minus y equals 9. The other one, we have x plus y equals 5. Alright, so once again class, first step is we're going to check if the given equation is on standard form. Is it on standard form? Yup, that would be on standard form. Once again, the standard form, we have ax plus by equals c. X comes first before y, and then the last, it should be the constant. So we have x, y, and then the constant. Alright, so it's already been arranged. Second step is we're going to eliminate x or we're going to eliminate y. It's up to you class, which do you prefer? Now in this scenario class, we can just simply eliminate y. Why is that, sir? Because we have negative y and then positive y. The coefficients class are opposite. Understood that there's one here, right? We have negative 1 and then positive 1. The coefficient, we have negative 1 and then positive 1. They are opposite class. Of course, we know negative 1 combined with positive 1, negative 1 combined with positive 1. If the signs are not the same, you subtract 1 minus 1, that would be equal to 0. Therefore, negative 1y combined with positive 1y, the answer class, that would be equal to 0. You can just simply cancel that out. So therefore class, in this given number 5, no need to multiply the equations. We can just simply cancel out y. So simply cancel out y and then simply combine this one. Understood that there's one here. So simply add 1 plus 1 is 2. Simply copy x, copy equal sign, and then 9 plus 5, that would be 14. Simply add this one class. Okay, simply combine this one class. Simply add this one. 1 plus 1 is 2. Simply copy x. 9 plus 5, that will be equal to 14. We just simply cancel y class because negative y combine plus y. Negative y plus y, of course, class, that will be equal to 0. Negative 1y combined with positive 1y, that will be equal to 0. Alright, and then to get the value of x, simply divide both sides by 2. Divide by 2, cancel this out, and the x value is equal to 14 divided by 2, that would be equal to 7. So therefore class, the value of x, that would be equal to 7. Now to get the value of y, simply substitute the value of x either of this first equation or second equation. You will have the same answer class. Once again class, our first equation, x minus y equals 9. Our second equation, x plus y equals 5. So this is first equation. This will be second equation. So to get the value of y, simply substitute the value of x either on this first equation or second equation. It's up to you class. You will have the same answer. So let's substitute the value of x in the second equation. So let's have this one, the second equation. So once again, x plus y equals 5. So the value of x, that would be 7. So 7 plus copy y equals 5. Once again class, simply substitute the value of x. The value of x, that would be 7. So 7 plus y equals 5. And then to get the value of y, we can just simply transpose 7 from left to right. Or we can subtract both sides by 7. So once again, you have two solutions. You can apply subtraction property of equality. You can subtract both sides by 7. Plus y equals 5 minus 7. Question, sir? Why do we need to subtract both sides by 7? So that you can cancel this out. And the remaining expression will be only y. So copy y equals 5 minus 7. That would be negative 2. Okay, so therefore class, 5 minus 7, that would be negative 2. Therefore, the value of y, that would be negative 2. Or second solution, we can just simply transpose 7 from left to right. Other solution class. So copy this one. So 7 plus y equals 5. To get the value of y, simply transpose 7 from left to right. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you change the sign. So copy y, copy equal sign, copy 5. We transpose 7 from left to right. This is positive, it will become negative 7. And then copy y equals 5 minus 7, that will be negative 2. And you will have the same answer, class. That's it, class. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 5. The value of x is 7, and then the value of y, that would be negative 2. Once again, class, you can always double check your answer, class, by simply substituting the value of x and then the value of y in this given first equation or second equation. If the left expression is equal to the right, therefore, class, your answer is correct. Alright, so let's check our answer, class. Alright, let's check our answer. So let's have this one. The second equation, x plus y equals 5. The value of x, that would be 7. Copy plus sign, the value of y, that would be negative 2, equals 5. 7 plus negative 2, unlike signs. Positive 7, negative 2, unlike signs, subtract. 7 minus 2 is 5. Now 7 is greater than 2, we copy the sign of 7. That would be positive 5 equals 5. Is 5 is equals to 5, the left expression is equal to the right? Yup, that would be true. Therefore, class, our answer is correct. That's it, class. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 5. All set. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 6. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 6. Now, for example number 6, class, this will be quite complicated, class. Just very big, class, with regards to example number 6. We will be explaining this one, class, is step by step. So, our given, we have 7x plus 2y equals 20. And then we have 5x minus 3y equals 1. Of course, it's already been arranged, right, on standard form. X comes first before y and then the constant. Now, second step, class, is we need to eliminate x or we need to eliminate y. Now, in this given number 6, class, we cannot simply eliminate y and simply eliminate x. Question, why is that, sir? Because with regards to the coefficients, class, these are very different coefficients. We have 7, we have 5. So we have 7x, 5x, 7 and 5, very different. And then we have 2 and then negative 3. So 2y and then negative 3y. So these are very different coefficients. Now, in this scenario, class, if you want to eliminate x, once again, class, if you want to eliminate x, therefore, class, you need to find the LCM of 7 and 5. Okay, once again, class, if you want to eliminate x, you need to find, class, the LCM of 7 and 5. You think it this way, class. You find the least number in which that number can be divided by 7. That number can be divided by 5. That's the LCM, class. Okay, the least number in which that number is divisible by 7. That number is divisible by 5. That number can be divided by 7. That number can be divided by 5. What's your answer, class? That's correct. It should be 35, right? Can we divide 35 by 7? Yup. We can divide 35 by 7. Can we divide 35 by 5? Yup. We can divide 35 by 5. Therefore, class, the LCM of 7 and 5, that's 35. This will be a very large number, class. Okay, so for me, class, it's better to eliminate y because the LCM of 2 and 3, that's only 6. Okay, let me just explain this one, class. Once again, class, if you want to eliminate x, therefore, class, you can multiply the first equation by positive 5 because 5 times 7x, that would be 35x, right? Now, if you want to eliminate this one, this x, this is 5x, therefore, we need to multiply this one by negative 7, right? Because negative 7 times positive 5x, that would be negative 35x. And then we can just simply eliminate this one. We have positive 35, negative 35. We can just simply cancel that out. Question, sir. What if I multiply this one, number 6? This will be negative 5, and this will be positive 7. Can I do that one, sir? Yup, you can do that one, class, because negative 5 multiplied by positive 7x, it will become negative 35x. Now, positive 7 multiplied by positive 5x, it will become positive 35x. And then you can just simply cancel that out. As long class, it should be opposite class. We have negative 35 and then positive 35. During your elementary years class, if your teacher will ask you to find the LCM of 5 and 7, you will do it this way. Multiples of 5, once again class, during your elementary years, if still remember class, multiples of 5 and 7, the LCM. What is the LCM of 5 and 7? During elementary years, the teacher will ask you the LCM of 5 and 7, you do it this way. Multiples of 5, we have 5, 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 3 is 15, plus 5 plus 20, plus 5, 25, 30, 35, right? And then multiples of 7, 7 times 1 is 7, 7 times 2 is 14, plus 7, 21, 28, and then 35. Therefore, class, the LCM, the least number that is common to 5 and 7, that would be 35. Therefore, class, the LCM of 7 and 5, that's 35. Or you think it this way, class, what would be the least number in which that number is divisible by 5, that number is divisible by 7. That number can be divided by 5, that number can be divided by 7. Of course, that would be 35, right? So the LCM of 7 and 5, that would be 35. Now, to make this one to become 35 so that you can cancel this out, you need to multiply this one by negative 5. You need to multiply this one by positive 7. Or you can do this one, positive 5 and then negative 7. You will have the same answer class anyways. As long as it should be 35. So 5 times positive 7x, that would be positive 35x. And then negative 7 times positive 5x, that would be negative 35x. And then we can cancel this out. But for me, class, it's better to cancel out, class, this y. Because the LCM of 2 and 3, that's only 6. Therefore, to make this one to become 6, we multiply this one by 3. 3 and 3. Now, to make this one to become negative 6, we multiply this one by 2, right? It's easy, class, to cancel out y. Because the LCM of 2 and 3, okay, LCM of 2 and 3, for 2, multiples of 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. Multiples of 3, we have 3, 6, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 class. 9 plus 3 is 12. The LCM of 2 and 3, that would be 6. The least number that is common to 2 and 3, that would be 6. Or, you think of a number, the least number in which that number can be divided by 2, can be divided by 3, and that would be 6. Now, how do you make this one to become 6? Now, to make this one to become 6, you multiply this one by positive 3. Now, since this is positive 2y, simply multiply this one by positive 3, because 3 times positive 2y, that would be positive 6y, right? Okay, once again, 3 times positive 2y, that would be positive 6y. Now, to make this one to become negative 6y, simply multiply this one by positive 2. Because 2 times negative 3y, that would be negative 6y. I hope it's clear for you, class, with regards to number 6, class. For me, class, it's better to eliminate y. Because the LCM of 2 and 3, that's only 6. Alright, I hope it's clear for you with this one, class. If you have some questions, class, with regards to number 6, feel free to leave a comment on the comment section down below, class, with regards to example number 6. Alright, so once again, class, I want to eliminate y. So therefore, I want to multiply this one by positive 3 to make this one to become positive 6y. And then on the bottom part, I want to multiply this one by 2 because 2 times negative 3y, that would be negative 6y. And then I can just simply cancel this out. Alright, so simply apply the distributive property. 3 times 7x, that would be positive 21x. 3 times positive 2y, that would be positive 6y. Copy equals side. Do not forget, class, to multiply on the right side. 3 times 20, that would be 60. Alright, on the bottom part, multiply this one by 2. So 2 times 5x, that would be 10x. 2 times negative 3y, that would be negative 6y. And then 2 times 1, that would be equal to 2. Alright, and then we can cancel this out, right? Positive 6y combined with negative 6y, that would be equal to 0. And then simply combine this one, 21x plus 10x, that would be 31x. Equals 60 plus 2, that would be 62. And then to get the value of x, simply divide this one by 31. Divide by 31. Cancel this out. X is equals to 62 divided by 31. That would be equal to 2. So therefore, class, the value of x that would be equal to 2. Now, to get the value of y class, simply substitute the value of x in this given first equation or second equation. It's up to you, class. So, let's substitute the value of x on the first equation. Let's do that one. Alright, let's do that one. So, this will be, copy this one, 7x plus 2y equals 20. So, simply substitute the value of x in this given first equation. Or you can use the second equation because you will have the same answer. So, 7x, it means 7 times x. So, 7 times the value of x, that would be 2. 7 times 2 plus 2y equals 20. 7 times 2 is 14 plus 2y equals 20. So, we can subtract both sides by 14, or we can just simply transpose 14 from left to right. So, copy 2y equals 20. We transpose 14 from left to right. This is positive. It will become negative 14. Alright, and then copy 2y equals 20 minus 14. That would be 6. To get the value of y, simply divide both sides by 2. Divide by 2. Cancel this out. And the value of y is equal to 6 divided by 2. That would be 3. And then you're all set, class. All set. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 6. All set, class. Alright, all set with regards to example number 6. Quite tricky, right? With regards to example number 6. Once again, class, you will know that your answer is correct by simply substituting the value of x and then the value of y in this given equation if the left expression is equal to the right. Therefore, class, our answer is correct. Alright, let's try that one, class. Let's check if our answer is correct. So, 5x minus 3y equals 1. So, 5 times x. So, 5 times 2. So, 5 times x value is 2. Minus 3 times y value is 3. Equals 1. 5 times 2 is 10. Negative 3 times 3, that would be negative 9. Equals 1. So, 10 minus 9, that would be 1 equals 1. Is 1 is equal to 1? Yup. 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, class, our answer is correct. All set, class. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 7 and then number 8. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 7 and then example number 8. Now, how about you try this one, class, answering example number 7, and then you put your answer, class, on the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. So, I will give you a clue, class, for example number 7. It's better for you, class, to eliminate y. Because if you want to eliminate x, the LCM of 7 and 2, that would be 14, right? Therefore, you want to make this one into 14. You want to make this one into 14. Therefore, you multiply this one by 2, and then you multiply this one by negative 7, right? Because 2 times 7x, that would be 14x. Negative 7 times 2x, that would be negative 14x. And it would be really complicated, class, if you want to eliminate x. So, for me, class, it's better to eliminate y. Because this is positive 1y, right? Now, you want to eliminate y, therefore, you need to multiply the second equation by positive 5. Because 5 times 2x, that would be 10x. 5 times positive 1y, that would be positive 5y. And then we can just simply eliminate negative 5y and then positive 5y. We can just simply eliminate y. Okay, once again, class, for number 7, class, the clue there, class, we need to eliminate y. Because it's very easy, class, to eliminate y. We just simply multiply the second equation by 5 and then nothing to do, class, with the first equation. Simply copy the first equation, class. Okay, I hope it's clear for you, class, with regards to example number 7. So you try this one, class, and then you put your answer, class, on the comment section down below with regards to example number 7. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 8. Alright, so example number 8, our given, we have 3x minus 4y equals 6. And then negative 6x plus 4y equals 2. So in this scenario, class, we can just simply eliminate y because we have opposite coefficients. We have negative 4y and then positive 4y. So we have negative 4 and then positive 4. Opposite coefficients, we can just simply cancel this out. And then simply add this one. 3x combined with negative 6x, that would be negative 3x. Once again, class, 3x combined with negative 6x, and like sign, subtract. 6 minus 3 is 3. Now, 6 is greater than 3, we copy the sign of 6. That would be negative 3, simply copy x. Copy equals sign, and 6 plus 2, that would be 8. And then to get the value of x, simply divide both sides by negative 3. divide by negative 3. Cancel this out. So x is equals to 8 over negative 3. Once again, class, 8 over negative 3. You can also write this one, class, x equals negative 8 over 3, or x equals negative 8 over 3. This is just the same, class. Once again, class, do not be confused with this following fractions, class. This is just the same, class. Once again, class, you can never divide 8 by 3. 8 divided by 3, you will get a decimal answer. You're not allowed, class, to have a decimal answer. So this will be our final answer, class. If you can reduce the fraction, you reduce. But since we cannot reduce, class, there's no greatest common factor of 8 and 3, this will be our final answer, class. Now, we can write this one negative 8 over 3, or we can write this one negative 8 over 3. The negative sign is on the middle part. This is just the same, class. If you will use your calculator, class, I'm sure, class, you will have the same answer. 8 divided by negative 3, that would be negative 2 point something. Negative 8 divided by 3, that would be negative 2 point something. And then negative 8 divided by 3, that would be negative 2 point something. You will have the same answer, class. Alright, so we can have this one. Let's have the middle part, class. X equals negative 8 over 3. This is just the same, class. Do not be confused with that one, class. This is just the same, class. Alright, and then to get the value of y, simply substitute the value of x either on this first equation or second equation. So let's have the first equation. So 3x minus 4y equals 6. So 3 times the value of x, that would be negative 8 over 3. Alright, minus 4y equals 6. Alright, so this will be, we can divide this one. 3 divided by 3, that would be equal to 1, right? We can cancel it out and then simply copy negative 8. Okay, I hope it's clear for you, class. Or we can multiply this one. If you're confused, class, because we can simply divide this one, class. 3 divided by 3, that would be equal to 1. Or if you're confused, class, we can multiply this one. 3 multiplied by, this is multiplication, right? Parentheses, multiplied by negative 8 over 3. Understood, class, for any whole number, there is a denominator of 1. So in multiplication of fractions, multiply the numerators. 3 times negative 8, that would be negative 24. Multiply the denominators. 1 times 3 is 3. Negative 24 divided by 3, that would be negative 8. That's why, class, I told you a while ago, you can just simply cancel this out and then simply copy negative 8. Because we can divide this 1, class. 3 divided by 3, that would be equal to 1. And then 1 times negative 8, that would be negative 8. Copy negative 4y equals copy 6. Alright, to get the value of y, simply transpose negative 8 from left to right. Or we can add both sides by 8. Or we can just simply transpose negative 8 from left to right. So copy negative 4y. Copy equal sign. Copy 6. This is negative 8. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you will change the sign. It will become positive 8. So negative 4y equals 6 plus 8. That would be 14. And then to get the value of y, simply divide both sides by negative 4. Divide by negative 4. Cancel this out. So y is equals to 14 over negative 4. Or we can write the negative sign on the middle part. Negative 14 over 4. Now question, class. Can we divide? Nope. You cannot divide, class. You will get a decimal answer. Next question. Can we reduce the fraction? Yup, we can reduce the fraction. By what means, sir? We can divide this one by 2, class. The GCF of 14 and 4, that would be 2. Always reduce the fraction, class, to its lowest term. That's mandatory, class, for the fraction. So we can reduce this one by 2. We can divide this one by 2. So this will be y. So copy y. We don't have enough space, class. Let me just write it here. Y equals, copy negative sign, 14 divided by 2, that would be 7. 4 divided by 2, that would be 2. Therefore, class, the answer is y equals negative 7 over 2. And then for x, that would be negative 8 over 3. That's it, class. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 8. All set. Sir, would you like to check your answer, sir? To check if this is really correct? Alright, let's do that one, class. Let's check our answer. Let's substitute the value of x and then the value of y in this given equation. So you can have the first equation or second equation. Let's have the first equation. 3x minus 4y equals 6. Alright, so 3 times the value of x, that would be negative 8 over 3, minus 4, the value of y, that would be negative 7 over 2 equals 6. Alright, so once again, class, we can just simply divide this 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Or if you're confused, class, you can multiply this 1. 3 times negative 8 over 3. So understood that there's 1 here, right? 3 times negative 8, that would be negative 24. And then 1 times 3 is 3. Negative 24 divided by 3, that would be negative 8. Or we can just simply cancel this out, class. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And then 1 times negative 8, that would be negative 8. Alright, and then this one, we can divide this one. Negative 4 divided by 2, that would be negative 2. So this becomes negative 2, and then negative 2 times negative 7, that would be positive 14. Okay, I hope you're not confused. If you're confused, you can multiply this one. Negative 4 multiplied by negative 7 over 2. So understood that there's 1 here. Negative 4 multiplied by negative 7, that would be positive 28. 1 times 2 is 2. 28 divided by 2, that would be 14. You will have the same answer, class. Alright, equals 6. And then negative 8 plus 14, that would be positive 6 equals 6. Correct. Therefore, class, our answer is correct. That's it, class. All set. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 8. And then we check our answer, class. So the answer for number 8, we have fractions for x, and then another fraction for y. So we have negative 8 over 3, and then negative 7 over 2. All set, class. Alright, so I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.